So I was talking one day with two of my neighbors at the time. One of them, in fact, I'll draw you another little, what did I do with that? Tyler, what did you do with that marker? Here we go. So at the time where I lived, I was on a cul-de-sac, and I'll bring this out here. So the cul-de-sac is here, kind of shallow cul-de-sac, just a few houses, come around the corner, another street down here, cross street here. And there's a guy, so my house is right here, and there was a guy here, his name was Dave. There's a guy who lived on the corner over here, his name was Randy. And this is Jim, the three of us are talking. And, before I tell you, no, let me tell you, I got to back up a little bit. So the trash was collected Friday mornings. So and I would take the trash out. Well, one morning, I'm in bed, I hear the truck. I'm still in bed. It's pulling in, this is shallow, it doesn't take long to pass this place, and I'm like, oh, crap. So I'm throwing on pants and trying to fly down the stairs without tripping to get out there in time to get the cans out to the street before they pull away, but I'm halfway down the stairs, I hear that truck pull away, and I'm like, oh, crap, another week. That's DEFCON 6 around here. No room in the trash cans. Well, so I forlornly look out that front window, and my bins are right out there, and they've been emptied. And I was like, wow, this neighborhood's unbelievable. The way everyone looks out for each other. So now, I'll come back to the conversation. Dave, Randy, and I are having this talk. And Dave says, I got to tell you a story about our garbage man. He said, just a little while ago, I packed my bins on Thursday night, like way overflowing. Put them out there. I often do that, they said. I came out Friday morning. He says, the truck was out here in front of my house, and it was just parked. It was just stopped. And that's not, normally those things are perpetual motion, right? I mean, it's movement. You hear the arm going. I mean, it's stopped. There's no noise. Dave looks out, and he sees the garbage man's out of the truck, and he's picking up a whole bunch of garbage that had fallen out of Dave's thing because there had been a windstorm or raccoons or something got in and it made a mess all over the street. So the garbage man was out of the truck, picking up all of Dave's mess, putting it back in Dave's bins, and then he got back in the truck and emptied. And Dave thought, wow, I mean, who does that? He says, I've never acknowledged this guy or anything. So it was toward the holidays. So he thought, I'm going to get him a gift for next week. So he actually got a present for him. He's telling us this story. So next week I got this present, but now he comes earlier than expected. I hear the truck. I'm in bed. I hear the truck, so I'm running down trying to catch him. I don't catch him. He passes. There'd been a snowstorm too, so he's in the snow. Dave comes out in his heavy winter coat, and he says, and this is why he's telling the story. He says, Randy, I came down there, and when I got down there, the truck was stopped at your house. And I'm like, that's interesting. It stopped again. And then I sort of slowed down a little bit, and he said, I saw the garbage man wheeling your bins from the side of your house down to the street so he could empty them. Now, I heard that story, and I thought, wait a second, that was the garbage man who did that for me? It wasn't my neighbor, it was the garbage man? Now, you might think we all in that neighborhood had it made at that point. We didn't have to take the trash out anymore. It's like, he's got us covered. But it wasn't like that at all. In fact, from that point on, it was like, are you kidding? There's no way I want to make that guy have to work extra. Maybe someone else, but not that guy. And in fact, there's that rule, there's 5-foot rule or something between bins. I couldn't have cared less up until this point. I jammed those things tightly next to each other. But from now on, after that, I'm counting off the steps, making sure the guy's got all this enough space so his job's easier. Now, what level of relation is that guy working at? He's up there, isn't he? What would you put it? So here's our options. We got division, subtraction, addition, multiplication, compounding. Where would you put him? Yeah, man. To me, that's an example of compounding. And we had never, to that point, even had a conversation. He's still compounding. And by the way, we're compounding across the relationship because I'm doing stuff differently now because he's like that too. The compounding's just happening, even without talking. That's the extent of the relational sort of impact across space and time, okay?